Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest in exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
You are locked on to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. If you've ever done any grinding, sanding, or cutting, you've no doubt heard of Dynabrade, and they've been at it for 50 years. They're known for their dual-action sanders and their orbital sanders, but that's not how the company got started, Matt. How did it all begin?
Actually, it began 50 years ago. Our owner back at that time saw an application that people were using hand files. Noticed that he can come up with a solution for that, developed a tool, came in and showed them how to use that tool, actually solved the problem from the hand filing to a machine, which increased their throughput, got the job done faster.
I'm glad you said it that way, because from what you've told me, you guys are all about solving problems. And why is that so big for you?
Yeah, what basically we are is application specialists. We go into your shop, take a look at what you're doing, ask you what is your biggest hiccup that you're having, something that's giving you a problem, and we take a look at our tools. We have over about 80, 90 tools in our vans, each of the guys. We take a look at the application, and more than likely we have a solution for it with the abrasive. Go in there, we train them on it, show them how to use it, make sure it's the right fit before they purchase it.
What are some of the reactions you get from folks when they've been doing something by hand for years and years and years, and you show them a new way to get it done right away?
I would say the biggest reaction is when their mouth drops and you get silent. They're loving a tool, they don't want to give the tool back because they actually saw the solution. The voice of the customer is the most important thing for us at Dynabrade.
What are some of the things that set Dynabrade apart from other tool manufacturers out there?
A lot of it is we're manufactured in the United States by the people that work at Dynabrade, making sure our tools meet the requirements and high tolerances, and our engineering staff listening to the customer and making sure they build the tool to what the customer is looking for.
And they're all craft made, all the tools?
Absolutely, handcrafted tools. Our people at our factory are actually hands on the tools, making sure those tools meet the specs that are designed for.
And hand testing everything, is that right?
Absolutely.
We're talking a ton of tools. How many tools are in the catalog, Dynabrade?
Just alone, we're looking at over 1,000 tools that are in the catalog.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it's a lot of tools, have knowledge about and take a look at how we can problem solve.
And what's the range of tools? What kind of tools are in there?
Everything you're looking at, from sanding, deburring, blending, polishing. We're basically the specialists in those type of areas.
I glanced at part of the catalog and I noticed it's not just the tools themselves, it's a lot of the ancillary stuff that goes with them.
Exactly. So part of it is you got to build a recipe for the end user. You got to make sure that they want to get the attained finish that they're looking for. Part of that recipe is the tool knowledge and the abrasive knowledge.
So let's talk about the tool we touched on, the thing that started it all, the Dynafile. How has this tool evolved through the years to what it's become now?
Part of it is, again, that hand sanding that they were doing by filing. They saw that maybe it's in a fixed position, and part of it is that tool you have to adjust based on what's going on to the substrate you're working on. We saw that there was an opportunity where we could actually adjust the head of the tool, and that's why we came out with other tools and other contact arms. You gotta remember, these tools are not just fixed with one contact arm. They have numerous contact arms based on what you're working on.
And what are some of the characteristics that vary among the contact arms?
Well, one of the biggest things that we come across is we can run an 1/8" belt on these tools, and that's just, it dumbfounds everybody out there. How can that small belt actually run on that tool? The way we design it, it actually stays on, can grind and remove a weld at 1/8" belt.
And we watched the belt actually contour with the pipe. How does that work?
So what I was doing on that weld is I want to try to remove the weld, blend it in, to kind of make it look like it's one piece. So I'm hitting the weld itself with the contact wheel right on top of it. And then I'm taking the slack portion of the belt and I'm actually using the curvature of the part to actually smooth it out, to make it blend it in, to make it look like it's one piece.
All right, we've got this car door here in the studio, and we've got a few rough spots, and show us how the Dynafile 2 works when it's in action here.
Great, we got actually a pretty big weld right here that I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna show you how I'm working on the tiplet of the tool.
All right, and that contact arm, what's the tip like on that?
So we have a tire on the front of it, which can run even down to a 1/4" belt, even the 1/8" belt can run on a tire. It's allowing me to get in those tight areas that you can't get with a regular die grinder.
And you've got just a simple edge here. You can also use that same contact arm for that as well.
Exactly. We're running the slack to deburr the edge.
I got you. We'll do a quick demo of that. And boy, they made quick work of that. It's as simple as that. The perfect finish begins and ends with Dynabrade. They've got over 1,000 tools. So if you don't know which one to use, look them up on their website or give them a call, and guys like this can help you out. We will return with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings right after this. We'll see you then.